Yo, what's up? What's up? How are we doing? Glad to be back. And we're gonna start working. Yeah, let me know if you're in the chat, if you're watching. And we'll start working. I'm gonna keep working on the loadouts. Yeah, I had been working on that a bit earlier tonight. No, today. Yeah, the afternoon. Yeah, I was working on that, so I want to keep fixing some of that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I've been organizing and refactoring a couple stuff. Mr. Dev, what's up, my dude? How are you? Thank you for coming. What have you been working on today? How is your game going? Glad to see you, dude. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm gonna work on some other stuff I wasn't working on yesterday, but same stuff as always, right? Okay, let's see. Mr. Dev says you did a stream yesterday. Oh, hell yeah. So how did it go? I'm gonna follow you. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a shout out too. Yeah, dude, I didn't know you had started streaming. Hell yeah, dude. How did it go? How did the stream go? Did all your setup went well? I know setting up streaming shit can be a headache, dude, so I hope it all went well. Okay, let's see. Okay, here, let me check this one. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, so I am gonna start documenting some of this stuff, I think. Yeah, so I do not get lost in what I'm doing, because I tend to get lost. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Example card. No, these are examples. Okay, these are the ones. This is default loadouts. Mr. Dev said you were modeling for your game. Did the streaming went well? Like the performance of the stream and your computer was all okay? Did people come to chat? I'm gonna check out the recording of your stuff. I just hit you. I just followed you. I didn't know you were also a streamer. So I hope your channel starts growing very quickly, dude. That's really good. Let me see. Damn, dude. What the hell is up with these ad breaks from Twitch? I'm sorry about the ads. Yeah. Dude, fucking Twitch is insane. Yeah, this thing is insane. Okay, let me open up this one. Default loadout card. Yeah, so this is the main one, right? All defense card, or weapon card. And this is pickup. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna add like some notes here. No. Let's see. I'm gonna make this prominent. Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah, I think I'll leave it not encompassing the thing, because this is gonna start to turn big. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Yeah. And this one... it's gonna be... let me see. How are we gonna encompass this one? I'm gonna say not using the variable set in the default values. It's set on the node, so gotta change it per widget. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. I don't know about that yellow. Yeah, we're gonna leave it that one. That one's prominent. Hell yeah. Okay, Mr. Dev, let me know if you're back from the ads. I am sorry, dude. Those are auto ad breaks. It sucks. It really sucks. Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna copy this one to these other ones. Okay, hell yeah, you're back from the ads. Hell yeah. Jiha is good also, dude. Jiha is good too. Not only the yeah is good. Hell yeah. So how did your stream go, dude? Did people come to chat? Did you get any new followers? I remember when I started streaming, dude. Dude, different times. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what the etiquette was on Twitch, what the vibes were on Twitch. Yeah, I had to learn everything, like how people interacted and what people were looking for. You were streaming alone. People will start coming, dude. Those first streams when you start on Twitch, they are lonely. Yeah, so you just don't gotta stop, and you gotta keep going because they are lonely, those first ones. But then it starts snowballing, dude. Yeah, it's like a snowball. One person comes, hits you up with the follow, and those first people that start coming to the chat, you gotta be like really chatty with them so they can connect with what you're doing. Yeah, dude, it'll start to happen. So just don't stop doing it. You'll see that you're gonna start to get the traction if you interact with the people. Okay, we're gonna leave this one like that. Yeah. Okay, this is correct. Yeah. Okay, let me see what's up with. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna have this one here. Yeah, have it here so I can be moving between these two. With this one, let me go back to the data tables. Mr. Goku Dev, yeah, it was a 1 hour stream. Yeah, that's good, dude. That's a good start. Then you can start going doing longer streams. People do seem to like longer streams, dude. I remember doing 5 hour streams, 6 hour streams a couple times. It gets you tired quickly, right? But people do like longer streams, so it is a good start. 1 hour is a really good start. So just keep pumping it a bit, like 10 minutes more, 15 minutes more each day, until you get it into a couple hours routine, and people will start coming, dude. I can tell you that. I didn't believe it when I started. I was like, how do you even get people coming to your channel and stuff? And people just find you, dude. You gotta use the tags, the software and game development theme, the theme on Twitch, and people will start coming. So what are you working on tonight or today? Just maybe you are in the other side of the world and it's the middle of the day for you. What are you working on? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll leave the enums here. We're gonna say yes. We're gonna leave those one there. Yeah, let's see. So I'm gonna do some copies of. Yeah, let me start. This one's gonna be default loadouts. Gonna leave those ones here. No, let me copy those first. We are gonna copy these ones. Move them. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna move them. Yeah, then I'll see how I refactor something that I'm thinking about. It's 6 a.m. for you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you are definitely in the other side of the world. I am in Central America, so you must be in Europe. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I do have a fellow developer that comes here. I've got several fellow developers that come here to the channel that are from Europe. And they told me it was 5 a.m., 6 a.m. for them. So that's cool, dude. Do you tend to work through the night? Is that your schedule? Okay, we're gonna say this one's gonna be. Okay, no, we're not gonna call it loadout default loadouts. We're gonna call it loadouts 1. Let me rename this one loadout 1. Yeah, better with numbers. Yeah, go back here. Did I copy them? Yeah, hell yeah. I hope Unity is treating you well today in this fine morning, dude. Yeah, you know how engines are. There are days in which everything works and there are days in which anything works. Okay, this one's gonna be default. Load out. Oop. This one's gonna be number 2. Yeah, we're just gonna use the numbers naming convention, I would say. Mr. Gam Dev says, well, I'll start modeling more to make cool visuals for the game because everything is a placeholder. That's how it starts, dude. I can tell you that's how it starts. I've got a couple videos on YouTube where you can see that this game didn't look anything like you're seeing right now. It definitely wasn't like this. Detective Pakaku, what's good, my dude? What's good? All good, dude. Yeah, getting back into traction, as you know, trying to come back every week, at least 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 times a week. You know how it is. What about you? What are you working on this fine evening? Detective Pakaku, shout out to you. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, we're back. Pakaku, what's up? If you're working on anything and you want to share it, I'll be happy to check it out here. You are remaking an old ass revolver model right now. Are you modeling or texturing? Which one do you like the most? I don't think I've ever asked you that question. If you like more modeling or texturing. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, I would say, because I think at certain times in my life I've liked more modeling, and at certain times I have liked more texturing. Okay, let me see. Okay, we're good here. Okay, so we renamed this once, and yeah, let me go back here. This one we are gonna rename it placeholder name 1. Let's see. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Let me see. I'm gonna set this one as a placeholder so I can identify it easily and we are clear if there is a bug on the image. Yeah, Pakaku says you're modeling right now. If you had to choose, you would say modeling, but you like texturing because it makes the whole thing come together. The thing is that I think you're both a good modeler and a good texture person. I don't know what the noun is for texturizing, texturer. I don't know. Yeah, but I've seen your textures and both your modeling, but also, dude, your textures are top notch. So I can see the passion behind your work. Mr. Gogodev says modeling feels like therapy. It does feel like therapy, dude. Yeah, I am missing modeling. I was just telling a friend a couple days ago that the mindset that you get in modeling is so different, dude, on development and coding and debugging stuff. And I do miss those days in which I was fully modeling. Like 90% of my time was modeling. Like all of this that you see here, the trees and the houses, the floors and everything. I remember those days, and those were fun, non-stressful days. The stress from modeling is a different one from coding, from development. Yeah, you enjoy it more. Pakaku says thank you. Thanks to you, dude. Yeah, so true. So true. I also agree that it is like therapy. Especially if you know how to use the software well, if you know the quirks of whichever modeling software you're using. I like Crocodile 3D, then I went to Blockbench. I didn't feel uncomfortable on neither of them. I do feel uncomfortable in Blender because I just find it like it's a lot. But I know that people that are good with Blender, it becomes like therapy. That is a good way of describing things. Okay, okay, this one's default loadout 2. Let me open up this one. This one's 1. Okay. Let me see. Let me open main game instance so I can have a debug. No, I'm setting it on the player. Yeah. Let's see. So did I have another debug around here? Maybe. No. Okay, this one's debug key space burn. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, so that let me add a debug L E. Yeah, so if we press this one, yeah, so I can swap loadouts in the bit. What's up? Cast the spell to turn me into the pigeon. Okay, dude, let's do the pigeon. Mr. Gogodev says, what, have you ever thought of making a studio? I mean, yeah, dude, that is like the dream, right? I don't think about that dream anymore. I think because in the place I live, a dream of that sort, it's a very difficult dream, dude. We don't have a game development industry where I live, so it'd be cool to have a studio, but I would say it would be fairly difficult. It's already almost impossible and hard to be a solo developer in these other countries. I would say that building a studio is even harder, like way harder. So yeah, dude, the dream would be that one, definitely. Okay, am I a pigeon? I am not a pigeon. Where the hell is the pigeon, dude? Okay, let me fix that bit. What's up, dude? What the hell is up, dude? Okay. Am I the pigeon now? I am, right? Hell yeah. Okay, there we are. Thanks for the dimming, dude. Bit says me neither, so I'm gonna create it myself. I would say that is a more attainable dream in the US, dude, because of how things work. Yeah, for sure. It's a more attainable dream because there's an industry that exists. There are resources, there is funding, there is investment, there is human capital also. So I would say it's something that you can talk about in the US. Talking about making my own studio here, that is just like it just sounds kind of impossible, I would say. Pakaku says, well, gang, glad to pop in, but you gotta head out. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Have a good night, Pakaku. It was nice saying hi to you, and I hope to see your work soon on the revolver you're working on. Have a good rest of your night, dude. Appreciate it. Bid, what's up, dude? I'm happy you didn't die from the tornado. Is that tornado gone now? Okay, let me see. Main game instance. Okay, so if this one's pressed, let me set current loadout. Yeah, let's set current loadout to 1. Yeah, we're gonna start with 0, and let me see. Let me open up this with loadout to this one's master loadouts data table. Yeah, this for the other ones. It says, yeah, long gone. Hell yeah, your power flickered a bit, but that was about it. Hell yeah, dude. I am happy you didn't die. Have you ever been through a big ass tornado in which you are like really wondering, am I gonna be alive tomorrow? Have you ever been through one of those? I have never been in a tornado. Nope, not a big one, right? Where you feel like you could die. It's crazy, dude, that tornadoes are such an American concept. Yeah, there was one night, it was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the other message. It was like 2:30 a.m. and there was a tornado watch. And then what happened? And you were tired as fuck, and you was like, you know what? Okay, this is gonna turn into a funny story. I know the ending of this story is funny. My house has been standing here since 1972, and if tonight is my time to die, it is my time. So you went to sleep to the second floor. I fucking knew it. This was gonna have a funny ending. You are an insane person, Beat. I knew it. This was gonna be funny. What an insane person you are. Dude, I would not. Yeah. Fuck with my luck. I would have slept in the basement. Fuck that shit of telling to myself, if it is my time, it is my time. Okay, you could have slept on the couch in the basement, but you were like, nah, I want to sleep in my own bed. Dude, it is still your own bed, but in the basement. You've got 2 beds, so it would have been cool if you didn't die. It's cool you didn't die, but if you had died, that would have been a stupidest way of dying, Beat. You are a crazy person indeed. No, it would have been a couch. I love sleeping in couches, not gonna lie, dude. I find them comfortable. I may also be a crazy person like you, but we are crazy in different ways. I am crazy in I like sleeping in couches, and you are crazy in not giving a fuck about dying in a tornado. This is crazy, dude. Chat is always telling the crazy stories in this channel. What's up, dude? Are you working right now, or are you exercising? What's the vibe? Or getting ready to sleep? Okay, let me see. This one's master load, default loadout. Okay, we are gonna change the names of those data tables. Okay, this one's gonna be loadout 1. Gonna be loadout 2. It says doing schoolwork, going to bed soon. Hell yeah, dude. It's good that you can sleep in your bed and don't have to think about tornadoes and shit. Gonna be loadout 1 and loadout 2. Are your neighbors chill, dude? Or is people stressed around your neighborhood? It says, yeah, we have a tornado sirens when there are tornado watches. Yeah, Mr. Gogodev says, imagine having school. This is not regular school. This is college, I think. Yeah. I could not imagine having school like regular school. I would say as a grown-up, it makes sense, right? College. But having school like regular school, that sounds like shit, dude. I don't want to be a school student anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing the type of homework you did in elementary or high school, right? That shit was boring, dude. It says they test your sirens on the first Wednesday of each month. Yeah, and people not from the Midwest have no idea what is going on if they are visitors. They will freak out like, what the hell is going on? Are we under attack? Yeah, I would be scared, dude, at listening to any type of sirens in a place that I do not know. I would be thinking we are under attack. This is World War III, and the Russians sent a rocket to Cincinnati, Ohio, dude. So I do not blame them. That's for your master's degree. Yeah, what I was saying. Just so this is a decision you took to take the master's, to study the master's. So it must be hard, right, to make the homework, to do the homework. But this was a decision you took. It's not the type of homework like in elementary that you don't want to go to fucking school. So that is boring ass homework that you didn't want to make, and you didn't even want to go to school. It says, yeah, AI engineering. Gotta keep the AI overlords from taking your job. Indeed, you gotta keep the AI overlords from taking your job. Which is your go-to model? Bit. What's the one you prefer the most? This one's gonna be loadout 1. Yeah, so we can have good naming conventions, and then I am not lost in what I'm doing. Loadout 1, loadout. Okay, I wrote loud out here. Okay, loadout 2. Okay, we are good. Okay, enough pigeon, dude. Fuck the pigeon. We are getting back to seeing my stupid face. Hell yeah. Claude is the one you're using. Sonnet 4.6 right now. I've been seeing people hating that one, dude. Do you know why? I do not use Claude, dude. Yeah, I do not use Claude, so I wouldn't know what they are talking about. But I've seen programmers talking about it being nerfed lately. I don't know if that has been your own experience. Okay, this is good. Okay, so on this one's okay, this is master loadouts. Loadout 2. Yeah, this is correct. Okay, so let's go to the cards. Default. Okay, so let me see so we can like test things out. Mr. Gogodev says same. You don't know why people are talking bad shit about Claude. Dude, I don't know what is going on at your work. They must think that you are God or investing everything in you because you are like the youngest developer on the team. They have you working with five of your IT architects and you're just a developer. So you're good at your work, dude. You're good at your job. Maybe you don't see it yourself. But if you're good, dude, and people will see it. So hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, the company thinking you are a god. So you are smarter than I thought, because I thought you were a stupid person that wanted to die in tornadoes. So you do seem like smarter than what it seems you are. I think goes from the developer to developer, then before architect. So you're like, why the developer with 5 architects? Why not work with the developer versus yeah, dude. So architects mostly have a better understanding of things, right? On more difficult things. If I am wrong on that, let me know. But that's my understanding, that architects have a higher level of expertise, right? But if they see you're a good developer, dude, it makes sense. This is Roman numerals, if you didn't know. Yeah, developer 2 and developer 5. Okay, I didn't know. I know Roman numerals. I didn't know the numerals were used to name developers. Is that a common thing? That's interesting, dude. I didn't know about that. Okay, let's see. So this is default master loadout. Data table 1. Okay, let me go back to the data tables. We are gonna let me swap that one, and on this one let me swap it to another placeholder. Maybe some okay, we'll leave it at that one. I am gonna add some flag here. This is just for testing purposes. Loadout 2. Yeah, then we will get back to this and fix it. It says you're at your company. They are. You don't know if they are everywhere. Yeah, I hadn't heard about this concept of developer 1 and 2 and 3 just with the Roman numerals. Maybe it is, dude. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just that I'm ignorant about the ins and outs of software development companies, because I have not worked as an engineer. But you must be good, dude, if they trust you with the work. The following blueprints, no. What? Why do they have compiling errors? What is the error? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm stupid. Okay. Okay, thank you, Unreal, for letting us know. It says other places they might just say junior developer, mid-level, senior level. Yeah, so far you have gone software developer, software engineer, intern to developer 2. You will probably be developer 3 by April. Hell yeah, dude. So you are like a lieutenant now, some shit like that, right? In your company, they trust you, dude. So maybe it's you that aren't seeing the potential in your own self. This does seem like they trust you, and I know this is a serious company. So you'll be at the developer 5 in no time, bit. I could see that happening. Hell yeah. When you become a developer 5, I hope you start donating thousands of dollars to channels on Twitch called NerdyPunkDev. I am gonna be waiting for you when you become a developer 5 for these donations of thousands of dollars, because you'll be a millionaire by that point, dude. Hell yeah, bit. This company, from what you've told me, offers you a lot of stability, dude, and you'll be wealthy, dude, in no time. Yanimal, good morning. What's up, dude? How is the weather in the Philippines? Mr. Gogotek. It says, how about I sponsor my own studio and hire you and sponsor your US visa? Dude, I would go. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go and live with the tornadoes in Cincinnati. I am living it. I am living here, dude. We are going to fucking Cincinnati, Ohio, dude. Hell yeah. I would like you to sponsor my visa. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, we got a plan, dude, for when you become wealthy. The animal says, quick hello before my hotspot will be for work. Okay, dude. Yeah, I totally get it, Janimal. What's up, Janimal? What have you been working on? How is your development going? Okay, can we play now? Oh, okay. One more. This one's gonna be loaded 1. This one's gonna be loaded 2. Okay. So let me make sure I am changing the stuff that I should be changing. Okay. Okay, let me add a print string on that one. We're gonna here print string. This one's gonna be swap loadout. The animal says, yeah, a lot of rain. Yeah, because you're in the middle of the monsoon. Hell yeah, dude. The animal says you added sounds like footsteps and music for the first time. How did that go, dude? Are you using surfaces for the sounds of the footsteps? Or are you referring to the particles? I suppose you have to be using... Yeah. What is the term, dude? What is the term for this shit? I forgot that, because I did that a long while ago. So what's the... Yeah, what's the type of material for the surfaces? Yeah, you remind me, Animal. Yeah, but are you using that system? You will be learning surfaces for footsteps next. Yeah. Dude, what's the thing for the surfaces? IX settings. Let me see. What was the thing, dude? I forgot that shit. Oh, here it is. Yeah, physical surfaces. Yeah, the physical surfaces. So you're gonna use that system. Yo, physics. Yo, all the Philippines people in the chat tonight. Hell yeah, what's up, physics? All good, dude. All chill. Vibes are chill here. Another little bird told me you have a lot of rain there where you are. We do not have rain here, dude, and we need it. So how is it going for you? How is this lovely morning in the Philippines? Okay, let's see if the print string is working. Loadout, swap, loadout. Okay, so this should change the default cards coming in the battle. Let's see if it works. Animal says, speaking of things forgotten, cannot find where the code is for your pause menu. Damn, dude. Are you using a plugin? Are you using an external system for the pause menu? Or are you building your own from scratch? No, it didn't work. It did not work. Okay. No. I know why it didn't work. I'm stupid. Or not. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, I think it worked. I just did it wrong. This one we are gonna copy and paste it here. Okay, let's test that one again. Physics says it's good today, no rain yet, but it usually rains almost every day this time of year. Yeah, I imagine because of the monsoons, right? General says you used a project plugin. Oh, so it includes the menu system and everything, right? So you just forgot where the blueprint is, or what did you forget, Animal? What the hell did you even forget, dude? How can you even forget where that code is? That is crazy. Dude, I would not want to be in your position, Animal. Okay, okay, I didn't swap the loadout. Okay, let me try that again. This is swap loadout. Okay, we set it to 1. Let's see if the default cards, the 2 default ones, are changing to the other loadout. They are not. They are not. Okay, so let me open up this one. Okay. They are not. So we're gonna do this maybe down here, I suppose, right? Yeah, let's do it down here. Mr. Gogodev says it happens while you have our code everywhere. Okay, I think I didn't get you on that one. Okay, it happens that you lose track of where you left things, like the code in your project. It doesn't happen to me. My code is messy, but I do not forget where the blueprints are. Physics says the scariest part of living here is the earthquakes. You had a 7.0 a few months ago. The whole condo tower was shaking for like 10 minutes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, earthquakes are scary. They are not common where I live. We do not live in an earthquakey type of country. But that sounds really scary, dude. And I suppose you also think about the tsunamis, right? Yarmul says, oh, you miss bombing all the little people on Twitch. Dude, did I remove the bombing reward? I think I disabled it. I'm gonna enable it for tomorrow. I can't remember when I disabled it. Thank you for reminding me. It says, yeah, we do not get earthquakes here. You have never experienced an earthquake. Yeah, we do get like light tremors in Honduras, but not big earthquakes like what you saw in Colombia or what you get in Japan or what you saw in Venezuela recently. So yeah, we get like the aftershocks of the earthquakes in countries in like Nicaragua or El Salvador or stuff like that. But yeah, that would be scary, dude. I would not want to be in the middle of an earthquake. Yarmal says, where do you live, Physics? Philippines, just like you. That's why I was saying, Yarmal, that that you were both in the same place. Yeah. Yarmal is in Manila. Yeah. So that's why you told me it was raining. Yeah, I know Physics is not in the capital city. So that's why it's different climate. Do you get bad earthquakes in Manila, Yarmal? Okay, let's see. This one's gonna be debugger KL. So int string gonna append. This one's gonna be loadout. And yeah, so what I'm wondering if when we are starting, we are getting the right loadout. Okay, let's test this. The animal says not bad. You just had 6 last week. What? Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. The animal says nice. Oh, is this Filipino Mabuti Kumutska Ka? You're in... Yeah, this is Filipino, right? Yeah, so the vowel is in a different region. The Philippines is big, right, dude? This is a big country. It's got a lot of islands and stuff. So it makes sense. 'Cause when it's raining mostly, no, what I was gonna say is wrong. I was gonna say when it's raining in in our country, because it's small, if it's raining in one place it would rain in all of the country, but it's not true because it's raining in the north right now, but it's not raining here, so it's not true. Yeah, it's not a small country or big country kind of thing. Animal says most likely we visit Davao end of September. We can talk development over coffee. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Davao is in the south, Manila it's in the north. So but they both get earthquakes. Yeah, 7,000 islands and a few hours to fly over. So it is a big ass country, dude. That is a big country. Yeah, 7,000 islands. I didn't know about how many islands it had. Yanemal is from the Netherlands, physics, but he's been living in the Philippines for a couple years now, and he's also a fellow developer. He just went to a really cool game development convention like a couple weeks ago. You can check out one of his videos. Yanemal, you can leave the link in the chat to the video of the convention. I would like to go to one of those Filipino conventions, dude. The Philippines does have a really good game development industry. I've seen that. Not as big as the US or Japan, right? But it does have a formal one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I didn't even swap the loadout. I'm stupid. Okay. Let's see. Swap loadout. Now it should be one. Okay, let's see. Loadout is one. That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. It's not doing it. Okay. Let's see what's up. Okay, let's see here. So this one, this would be default weapon card 1. Okay, so if this is equal to 0, yeah, it's gonna use that one. If it's equal to 1, it's gonna use this one. Yeah, I'll send you the Discord. Yeah, here it is. Hell yeah, dude. You should pay for my plane ticket so I can go to the Philippines to meet you both in Davao. Yarmo says your PGDX video is still on your YouTube. You could also link it here, dude. It's fine. You can link it in the chat. Yeah, it's no problem with it. And also, I'm gonna be waiting for the plane ticket. So you send it to me, pay for the plane ticket, and I could meet both of you in the Philippines. So let me know when that is all set. Yeah, animal. You can split it with physics. Okay, let me see. Weapon card. Why is it not working, dude? Why is it not working? Yeah, Janimal, you can see in the general chat the person that joined, that is physics. So you can keep in touch. So just check out the general chat in the server. Okay, let me see. Why is it not working, dude? Is it the branch? Master weapon loadouts. Okay, let's open up that one. Okay, this one is master. Why am I using defense here? I am stupid. I am stupid. This is defense. This one's gonna be weapons loadout 1. Oh, it's just the bot naming. Yeah. Yeah. Weapons default. Okay, yeah, it's just bot naming. That is confusing. Yeah, let me fix that. Yo, people, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch and you're wondering what I'm working on, if you're new in the channel, let me know in the chat. And also, I am working on this game that I'm gonna send you the link on the chat. My game is called Spaceman Memories. Do not forget, please, to add it to your wishlist. Send it to your friends, for your friends to add it to their wishlist. Check it out on Steam and also play the demo. Okay, weapons default loaded, yeah. Then go here. Yeah, it's just the naming that is broken. Let me see now. Okay, master weapons loadout, yeah. Dude, didn't I fix shield default? Dude, what a mess this naming convention I'm using. Didn't I fix it? I thought I had fixed it. Why did I add the defense word there earlier? I don't even know why I did that. Okay. That's correct now. Chat, where you at? What are we doing? What are the vibes? What are the plans for this weekend? Yanimal, Physics, Beatus, Mr. Gogodev, what are you doing this weekend? Physics says, sorry, we are chatting. Hell yeah, on Discord. Okay, dude, it's fine. It's fine. You can keep chatting. Set up the trip and set up the plane ticket. Let me know when it's ready. Mr. Gogodev, what's up? What are your plans for this weekend, Mr. Gogodev? I am going out of the city. I live in the main city of my country, but I am going out of the city. I like to go out of the city on the weekends because it lets you relax and disconnect from all the city type of shit. You have no plans. That's good, dude. Yeah, that's all good. Yelmo says you're not actually planning much over the weekend. Or you're just chilling. That's also good, dude. To just chill. You've been like doing big trips and shit, Animal, so it's fine, dude. This guy went to Japan, had the whole geek nerd experience. How long ago was your Japan trip, dude? It may have been a long time ago, and I'm just thinking it was a couple months ago. Okay. Where is the master weapons loadout? Okay. This is correct. Okay, this is not correct. DT weapons. Okay. Let's fix his name, dude. What a mess. Default weapons. Default. Dude, my brain turns out to be so stupid when I am streaming. Okay. Dude, this shit is always full of typos. The animal says, you're the Japan trip last September. Fuck, it's been a year, dude. I felt that shit was 4 months ago. I cannot believe that was a year ago. That is insane. Yeah, you will go back in a heartbeat. Yeah, because it's closed, dude. You should go back. Physics says this weekend the wife wants to go to the night market since last time it was raining and she didn't get to experience it much. Hell yeah, dude. Night markets are fun. I like that experience. Yanimal says, what an impression Japan makes. I can imagine, dude. I can just imagine. Yanimal says, gotta get breakfast. Hope to catch you guys later. Hell yeah, Yanimal. Yeah, have a good breakfast, dude. Enjoy it. Thank you for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Weapon load. Okay, this one's gonna be default. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and just swap the damn number. Okay, what about now? Okay, now it's good. Okay, this is set as it should be set. So now I'm wondering, why is it not working? Let me see the widget. Yeah, master weapon. That is correct. And that is correct. Okay. Let's check the data table now. Yo, yeah, take care, Janimal. Yeah. Let me see. Basic says, Nerdy, do you need to pre-apply for a visa to Philippines or you get a visa on arrival? I don't know what the regulations are for Honduras. Let me check. Yeah, because it depends, right, on the treaties between countries. Let's see. Let's Google it. So, Honduran to go to the Philippines. Yeah, I do know we have a treaty with Japan. We do not need a tourist visa to enter the Philippines for a stay up to 30 days, it seems. Yeah. So no. No visa to go to the Philippines for Hondurans. So you just gotta send me the ticket and I can be there tomorrow, dude. Yeah. We could do that. We could set that up. I don't even need to get a visa like the US. Dude, the Philippines must be fun, dude. The food must be good. And it just a mix of cultures, dude, because of all those islands. Must be a really interesting place to be. You can renew it after 30 days for 60 more days and then keep renewing every 60 days for up to 3 years. Oh, so you can basically just stay living in a legal way, right? That's crazy, dude. Maybe I just end up living in the Philippines and making games in the Philippines because they do have a good medium-sized, not a big size like Japan or US, but a medium-sized game development industry. I have seen that. There's funding and everything. Not as big as those other ones, but it is existent. It is an existent industry, unlike the rest of the world. Okay. Okay, we fixed that. Okay, what the hell, dude? What the hell? This is loadout 1, so it should be loadout 2. Yeah. It's not working, dude. Yeah, because I cannot see the text that says loadout 2. Okay, let's test it again. Physics says round trip flight is $2,000 from Quito. Though. And getting... Dude. Did you forget I was not from Ecuador? Just getting to Quito, it's like $2,000 round trip too. So it would be like $4,000 to get to the Philippines through Ecuador. I could go to the US, but with the US visa, which I do not have. How much is it through the US? Dude, did you forget I was in Ecuadorian? I remember we were talking about Ecuador one time. My nearest airport, it's called XPL. That is the code, XPL. The name is Palmerola. We do not have any type of international flights that go from that airport to any big hub, unlike the US. There's only planes going to the US or Spain. Yeah, but we do not have any other routes to like big places like South America. You have to take a lot of layovers. I'm pretty sure it would not be $2,000 for me to go to the Philippines. Yeah, I'm from Honduras. You thought you yeah, I remember that we talked about Ecuador one time, and you thought I was from Ecuador. I remember that story. So I understand you were confused. Yeah, remember? Yeah, exactly. It was that time when we were talking about you saying that I look like I was from India and that I look like Harry Potter. I still have that video on my channel. And I remember you also said Ecuador. And you just mentioned Ecuador in some sense. I just can't remember. But I totally get why you were confused, me being from Ecuador. We were just talking about Ecuador yesterday with other people here in the chat. Yeah, some people have friends in Ecuador. Some people have gone to Ecuador. It's crazy that I was backpacking one time here in Honduras and people asked me here in my country if I was from Ecuador. And I was like, what the fuck makes you think I am from Ecuador, dude? I look just like you. Yeah, just because I had a big backpack. People were asking me if I was from Ecuador. Which doesn't make sense. I just think Ecuadorians and Hondurans look exactly the same. Dude, it's not working. Yeah, let's see what's up with this. Let me try it again from the top. Yeah. Swapped loadout. Yeah, we are on loadout too. It does work when when we use the cards. Okay. There it is. What the hell, dude? Yeah. Okay, let's try the pickup cards. What do they do? Dude, that was a funny story, dude. The Indian Harry Potter. That's how I met Physics. He came to the channel, just told me, you look like an Indian Harry Potter. You believe that shit? Just meeting someone in that way? What if I felt offended, dude? That could have happened. There's people in the world that would get offended by that statement. It's good I am Latino and we do not get easily offended. Physics says from XPL it's no, it's no, it's not, dude. Like, what is the route? Going from XPL and through where? Through the US? 1700? That sounds way too cheap. That sounds way too cheap. Yeah. So what's the way? What is the way that this plane that you're checking out takes? Is it through Europe, through the US? Through where? That sounds very cheap, dude. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let me open Level Death. Yeah, and pick up the card. Yeah, with the card. Okay, what happened here? Blueprint failed to compile. Oh, okay, same thing. Okay, this one's gonna be. Yeah. Okay, that's correct. Loadout 1. This one's gonna be loadout 2. Master. Okay, this is good. This is correct. Dude, I don't know about those $1,700 round trip to Manila, the Philippines. It's just getting to New York, XPL, El Salvador, Los Angeles, Taipei, Manila. Dude, that sounds... My mom went to Taipei last year. And it was definitely not that price, dude. She went through Los Angeles too. Yeah, which airline would this one be? Okay, this is correct. This is correct. At least this is correct. Hell yeah. Let's try that again. Okay. That is great. Okay, let me see. Avianca and China Airlines, that's crazy, dude. Avianca sucks, by the way. That is a shitty ass airline. It would be to Los Angeles. I know it would be China Airlines from Los Angeles. Dude, that sounds very cheap. I am surprised. Yeah, because dude, people go constantly to New York, Houston, from here, from Honduras. And a round trip to those places right now, can cost $1,000. You send me the flight preview link. Let me check out that shit. Now I have, yeah, I am intrigued. Let me see it. Let's see. I'm going to the Philippines, people. By the way, if you just joined the stream, I'm going to the Philippines next week. We're meeting Janimal and Physics in Manila. Dude, this is crazy. What happens if I try to book it? I want to see if it keeps the price on the website. Let's see. XPL. Yeah. Okay, one adult return. When are we leaving? Let's say we leave on the 12th and come back on the 18th. Let's see. Let's see physics. Change the currency at the bottom. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Yeah. Because that sounds very cheap, dude. Like way too cheap for how prices are set here. Where's the currency? I cannot see the currency. I'll just do the conversion on Google. It's fine. I'll just copy the number. Okay, this is... Yeah, with the return. Shit, what the hell is this, dude? Which is the cheapest one? Okay. Where's the filter? Okay. So the cheapest ones are this. Let's see. It gets a bit more expensive in the website, but it still doesn't sound crazy, dude. Yeah. That's the flight you found on September 3rd to September 30th. Still, I do think that $2,000 is not insane. I would have thought it would have been a crazier price. That is manageable, right? It is expensive for someone here, but kind of possible. Crimson says, what's going on here? Dude, okay, I was gonna laugh because you just came in here and the ad break started, but you told me there were no ads for you. We're just planning with Physics. I'm meeting Janimal and Physics in the Philippines. Yeah, they are paying for my flight. If you want to chip in and pay for my flight too, Grimeshane, you can join. Physics says you can get cheaper if you change the date, September 3rd to 30th. Let's see what's up. Are we going to the Philippines, people? We are going to the Philippines. Hell yeah. It doesn't sound insane. The thing is, the most difficult thing of this trip is not even the money, dude. It's just getting the visa. Yeah. Okay, let me see. September 3 to the 30th. Okay. But it isn't showing me results, it seems, on this website. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see on the 29th. Should be 96,000. Yeah, Philippine pesos. It's not showing results, but even the other result wasn't insane. I would have thought that would be a $5,000 flight, just getting to the Philippines from here. But the difficult thing for us is to get the US visa. It's not the money. It's never the money for those kinds of trips going from Latin America. It's just the visa. Ramshan, what are you up to, dude? Are you working? Are you chilling? Are you eating? What are the vibes tonight? I am just debugging shit, as always. Okay, let's see. Let me go into a battle and let's see which loadout is loaded right now. Yo, the music stopped. I don't want you people to be listening only to my annoying voice. Gramson says working, getting some momentum going. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. You'll figure it out soon, dude. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel when you are gonna figure out one of those big systems in your game. Hell yeah. I can see that happening this week. We could celebrate on the weekend playing Big Walk. We should play Big Walk before. But we could celebrate with a big walk. Okay, did I die? Okay, let me see. I am on... This would be loadout 0. No, we want loadout 1. No, let's see if we can get 1. Okay, now we're getting 1. This is good. Physics says, so interesting. You didn't know the US doesn't have international layover in the airport? No. You need a US visa. Yeah, even if it's just transit. And getting even a transit US visa is the same. It's as difficult as a regular tourist one, if not more tricky, I would say. Yeah, there is no international layover like in places like Dubai or Europe and shit. Yeah, you gotta have the full visa to go through a US airport. Okay, this is loadout 1. It's not working. Yeah. Okay, what did I break? Let's see, what did I break, people? No, it was working with the pickup cards. Now it's not even working with the pickup cards. Okay. Oh no, I am wrong. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, this one's gonna be placeholder name 1. And is this one? Okay, let me check. Let me try that again to see the name of the card. Caramel says, yeah, visas are a painful reminder of borders. Yeah, they are. So you can even have the money and you can, from certain places you cannot cross without having the US visa. Gramsci says, hell yeah, I'm down for some big walk. Yeah, I think pretty much figured out the thing earlier. Getting some other parts going now. I knew it, dude. I knew it. Thanks, Yanimal, for the lurking. Gramsci says, how it's going, Yanimal? Are you still working on your game? He is. We were just talking earlier. But he just got to the office at work. So I think he cannot be... he cannot keep chatting. Gentleman says, hi, Gramsci. Yes, I'm every day if possible. Okay, this is placeholder 1. Okay, that is correct. Let me see. That would be... Yeah, that is correct. Let me try that again to see if we get the other one. We need the other one. Okay, this one should... Okay, this is not correct. Okay, so now I am seeing the problems. Even in the other loadout, it is not getting the right data table. Yeah, what's up with that? Okay, let's debug. Rapton says, that's awesome. Have you posted any updates on my Discord? Would love to see it. Yeah, dude. We would love to see what you're working on whenever you can. No, it's your internet situation between suppliers. Using your hotspot, your iPhone will allow 4 different devices, but not more than 1 computer. So at the moment, wife is on your hotspot for her job. It's complicated, but it works. Kind of like your game, yeah. Dude, internet in underdeveloped countries is a headache in many ways. Yeah, even on big hubs like capital cities and shit like Manila. Okay, loadout 1. Dude, what the hell? What the hell? Let's see. There are days like this. There are days in which everything works, just like yesterday, in which I was on a streak, like just solving bugs and shit. There are days like today in which nothing works. Yanmon says there's some places in the Philippines that get 600 megabits per second. That is quick, right? I know that would be slow for the developed world, but that is very quick for where I live. There are places here in which you can get 5 megabits and shit. Yeah. Okay, let me try this. Let me swap the load. That is 1 right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, let's see what's up. Physics says, in the US, the best you've ever had was 200 megabits where you lived. But that is a rural type of internet in the US, right? You told me you lived in a rural area. Because this other guy, Grimeshane, has 1 gigabyte per second up and down. Yeah, both for upload and download. That is just a sci-fi type of speed for me, especially the upload. Yalmo says the real problem is access. You move apartments in the same building, so same company showed up and after an hour told us they were bought by a different company and now have to reapply to gain access. Yeah, dude, what a mess. That was the city internet, right? Physics. Yeah, that is a quick internet here. The animal says why he couldn't tell us that over the phone, never know. So there's gotta be a reapplying process to get back the connection. Physics says, yeah, some people have fiber gigabit internet in the US. Yeah, but everyone gatekeeps the connections to that specific company, animal. That is insane, dude. Dude, what the hell? Yeah, this is not working. Okay, it's just staying in the default one. It's never swapping it. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is pickup card. Okay, let's go back to the other ones. Let's see this one. So this one's gonna get that data from this one, get a random value, that one, and assign it. Yeah, this is right. Mr. Google Dev says in my country we don't have that and we don't have taxes. Hell yeah, dude, no taxes. Yeah. Are you living in this small country next to Spain where all the streamers go to live? Are you on that one? I've heard of that one. The animal says we lived in the village, only allowed one supplier, the family business. That is insane, dude. Fuck that, animal. Crimson says it was cheaper for me to go with fiber than my old internet plan, which was way slower. Yeah, dude, this guy just got the 1 gigabit internet and it's cheaper. It is crazy. The animal says like Malta or Monaco. Yeah. Oh, you're in the Middle East. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, to that side of Europe. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That there's no taxes. Fun times. Yeah, it's a small country, but there's no taxes for what you work on specifically, right? Not like every profession. I suppose the other professions do have other type of taxes. I do know certain countries don't have taxes for certain jobs or certain work. Yo, people, what the hell is happening here? Master web load and data table. Okay. Yeah, this is... Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna add this flag so I can see it more clearly. Physics says Saudi doesn't have income tax from what you've heard. For selling things, there is no taxes. Oh, okay. I don't think we have taxes for that here either. The thing is that a lot of things are very unregulated, right? In many places of the world, unlike the US. Yelm says, yeah, but the hit though. Yeah, man. We've got other problems, right? We don't pay taxes on a lot of shit. We definitely don't pay taxes on a lot of shit here where I live. It's the government doesn't have the tech to track everyone's income. It's just not that the laws don't exist. Even if the laws exist, the government doesn't have the capacity to track things like in the US, like the IRS, right? But we've got other issues. So, give and take, there's pros and cons. Paying no taxes on certain things in the third world. Okay, let me see. Loadout 2. What the fuck is this? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, that is loadout 2. Did it ever? That's interesting. Okay, so it's not even loading that table. I was mistaken. Mr. GogoDev, the Discord chat is empty. Dude, Discord communities are hard to grow. So it's just me making the game. It's just me doing the marketing. It's just me having the Discord. So I'm sorry, dude. It is what it is. Sometimes it's more alive than in other times. That's just how it is, dude. Yeah. I would hope it would be more alive, but it's hard to keep up with everything, with the Discord, with marketing, with making content, with coding a game, modeling. So sometimes I will just pay less attention to other stuff. In these last few months, it has been the Discord, and I'm hoping to make it come alive again. That's why I started streaming. The physics says in a cash-based economies, it's more difficult to track. Hell yeah, dude. It's more difficult to track. Which gives you good things and also bad things, right? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I think money laundering is way easier where I live than in the US, right? Which gives the possibility to... I don't know, yeah. For cartels and gangs to work in an easier way. Yelmo says, Mr. GogoDev, you're on a video chat channel. What is a video chat channel? What is this, animal? I am a bit lost in that one. Okay, dude, this shit is... This is crazy, dude. Yeah, so the bug is different than I expected it to be. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some tracking here. Okay. Let me go back to the regular map and see what's up. Mr. Gogodev says, yeah, you were muted. It's called the voice chat. Oh, you were talking about the voice chat channel on my Discord? Oh, yeah, I can see you now connected. I am gonna be honest, dude. Not many people have used that one in my server. Yeah. It has been mostly for posting. But not a lot of people have used those voice channels. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember, Yanimal. That I set up that one. But I have not seen many people working on that one. Yeah, the thing is that I stopped streaming for quite a while, right? So that made the Discord server go a bit dead, right? But this is the process of making it come alive again. Coming back to streaming, getting people to post, getting people to join. It's just been a week of streaming. So it's gonna take a bit of traction for things to come back and be alive on the Discord. Mr. Gogodev says you were working on it yesterday. Okay, maybe I can catch you, dude, earlier. Yeah, and I can see you on the Discord and I may join you and we can work together. Yeah. Let me know when you're there. And maybe someone else can join if they see both of us are there. Okay. It's loadout 0. But this should be... Fuck, dude. Yeah. Yeah, this is not correct. Because this should be... if it's 0... You should be using this one, which would be this one. Okay, we've got a bug there that we have to catch. Mr. Gogodev, yeah, let me know, dude. Yalman says maybe do a community stream one day and we will all log on. That would be cool, dude. Maybe on a weekend, right? That people are home. Yeah, we could do it on a Saturday or a Sunday, like a special stream. Exclusive to the Discord. You used to do that on comic book Discords. I have not joined the comic book Discord, dude. Those must be really good and passionate niche communities. I remember reading comic books quite a while ago, dude. I had a lot of digital comic books from Batman especially. I stopped reading comic books. I should get back to it. I went back to reading books. It's just that I stopped reading comic books because I do like books more than comic books, I would say. I can focus more if there's only text and less stimuli like the images. So it's easier for me to focus with just text on books. Okay, people, what the fuck is up here? Okay, we are not gonna swap anything and we will see what's up. What card do we get here as a default? That is the default one. That is correct. Okay, let's try that again. This is correct. Yeah, this is correct. So it's in the swapping that the bug arises. Yeah, I'm gonna do some of those special streams, Janimal. That is a really good idea, dude. Yeah, we're gonna do them for the weekends. Like only the people that are on the Discord, I'll do a special event. People can come and join and share their work on that special event on the weekend. So we can have a good chat, hear each other voices and everything, set up the stage so people can present their own shit. That is a really good idea, dude. I should definitely do that. Okay, this is correct. This is loaded 1. So now we swapped it. So 1 is 0 because it's starting like an array, right? Let's see what's up here. Okay, this is correct. So it just gets broken with the pickup card. Yeah, let me go to the death level. Yeah. So by default, it's fine. Okay, this is 0. Yeah. Place holder name 1. Yeah, because it's 0. That is correct. I should just name the loadouts with the naming convention of arrays and start with 0. Yeah, because that is a bit confusing for me to keep up with this shit. Yanimal, what is your favorite comic book to read? Or chat if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch. Which are your favorite comic books? For me, it's always been Batman, dude. Batman is my favorite superhero, and also comic books and movies and shit. I've always been a DC guy. I loved this last Batman, the Robert Pattinson one. I really liked that shit. I didn't like the Ben Affleck one. Christian Bale, right? Christopher Nolan one. That is like perfect type of shit. But I would say in certain ways I like more this last Batman because it feels more like comic books and less like real life, like the Christopher Nolan ones. The Joker in Christopher Nolan is perfect, right? I cannot even say anything about that one. But in terms of atmosphere, I liked more this last one. This it felt more like fantasy shit, like not real life, real world. Mr. Gogodev says you really like The Flash. Hell yeah, dude. DC also. Yellow says thanks for the subscribe. Physics. Hell yeah, thank you, Physics. Yellow says you were a big Marvel zombie as a kid. So who was your favorite from Marvel? You love the DC movies too, though. All the Batman, yeah. I love the DC movies. Yellow says, but the Pattinson one is just incredible. Yeah. A lot of people would disagree, dude, because Christopher Nolan is the top, right? The guy was the top. But Nolan's Batman felt like real life, like it was a Batman in our own reality, right? You could see the city and everything felt like a real city. The one in this new Batman doesn't feel like that. It does feel like a comic book. Like it's not a real place. It's like a fake place. It's like a Gotham City of the comic books. And I like that shit. Yeah, you need to watch the Penguin TV show spin-off of the movie. I have not finished that one. Yeah, when younger Spider-Man, older X-Men universe. Those are the ones you liked. Dude, I loved... a lot of people may hate me, but I do not like the Marvel movies. All of these last ones. I do not like the Avengers. I do not like the Spider-Mans and shit. It's fine. If you hate me because of that, it's fine. I do love the X-Men movies that were from when they were young. Remember when it was like in the 70s and they were young characters. Magneto was hunting Nazis. Jan, he met Professor X. I like that vibe, dude. The Cold War type of shit. I like those ones. I do not like the recent ones from Marvel. It's just not my vibe. I am not saying they are bad. It's just not my thing. Gotta fix that critical text. Okay. We are on loadout 0. That is correct. Yeah, I'm gonna change the fucking naming convention of this because this is confusing as hell. Okay, this is good. Let's try it again. Okay, this is wrong. I see that being wrong. Yeah, that is definitely wrong. It's not getting the right. It's not swapping to the right loadout. Yeah, Animal, first class series. I love that shit, dude. They were set in real life events, right? Like the Cold War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the post World War II hunting Nazis. That was some good shit, dude. Animal says, well, speaking of movies that are disliked, I love the Flash movie where he teams up with Michael Keaton Batman. I didn't watch that one, not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't feel attracted to that one. but I should watch it. Mr. Gogodev mentioned The Flash. Did you grow up reading the Flash comic books, or it was more of TV shows and movies, Mr. Gogodev? Because you're younger, right? What's the vibe with the comic books culture where you live? We do not have a big comic book culture here because they're expensive. So it's a niche, a very, very niche type of thing. Yamal says it's so good. I gotta check it out, dude. I like Michael Keaton's Batman. Grew up with that shit. Michael Keaton's. I even love George Clooney's Batman. Yeah, which is shit. I understand. People say it's shit. But it was my Batman when I was growing up. Mr. Gogodev says, well, I got one book for it. Hell yeah, dude. Share a picture. Send a picture. Kamsa says, okay, be back in a bit. Gonna lock in. Hell yeah, dude. That's good to hear. In your country, it's so cheap to buy comic books. It is not cheap here. They are all imported. And they are not cheap and they are not common. Yeah, so you are a fortunate person, dude, for having access to those comic books in a cheap price. Okay, people. Let me see. We are loaded one, so this should be... Yeah. The bug rises when we are coming from here. Okay, we are gonna change the naming convention. This is a mess. And this one's gonna be... Yeah, because the data table is starting from 0. So it just becomes a bit of a headache to keep track of that. Okay. I remember watching The Flash TV show. Was this in Cartoon Network? I think so, right? I remember that one. 60-second ad break on Twitch. I am sorry about that. Janimal says comic books, especially in the US, has gotten out of hand with pricing. Used to be a fun pulp $1 buy at the supermarket. Now it's $7 for a single issue. That is crazy, dude. So having a big collection is now very expensive, right? Yeah, I would not get into that hobby because I do not have the money to keep up with that hobby. They are more expensive here than $7. I can tell you that. You'll find them for $12, $15. Yeah, Mr. Gogodev says during an ad. Yeah. Sorry about the ads. Janimal says you got tax. It's not a tax thing. It's just the cost of import. Because these things aren't even taxed by the government. It's just the cost of putting it on the plane, bringing it on the plane. So those companies charge for that service, dude. So it's just the added cost of bringing it to Honduras. Yeah, so it's a tax for your eyes indeed. Yeah, it's a tax for your eyes. Okay, these are all 0. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna get some errors here because I named... Yeah. I knew it. This is fine because I know what we have to fix. Okay. Let's see. This one's gonna be loadout 0. This one's gonna be loadout 1. Mr. Gurdev says, I'm multitasking. I'm watching your stream, watching a tutorial, and working in Blender. That is... Do you have attention deficit? Like me? That does sound like attention deficit, dude. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It just sounds like it. I don't know how you can keep up with that. Also, I can just be doing maybe 2 things at the same time. If I am doing 3, my brain just breaks. I can be kind of working here and talking in the chat, but I'm not fully working. Yeah, this is not my regular type of working, because I am way slower. But if I had like another video open on another monitor, I could not do it. You know, it says 1 stream per eye, 1 task per hand. Yeah. No, it's already hard for me to keep up with talking in the chat and working here with Unreal Engine. I have learned to do it, but it doesn't come natural to me. And I can tell you that I am very slow at working while doing it. Because when I'm just working by myself, the shit that can take me here 30 minutes, I'll do it in 3 when I'm just by myself. Okay, loadout 0. Okay, this is good. Okay, same thing here. This one's gonna be 0. This one's gonna be 1. Okay, 0 and 1. And finally, okay, there it is. Mr. Google says, I think it's because you're used to it, because you work with the video on all the time. I know people get used to that shit, dude. I never got used to that, but I know some people need the stimuli of a video on another monitor to do the work on the main monitor. I cannot do it. It is just too distracting for me. So it's a different kind of like stimuli. Yeah. It's not that I don't need it. I cannot do it. If I have a video on another monitor, dude, it just kills my eye. My eye wants to be seeing that shit, and I cannot focus on the main thing. Animal says, wife in one ear, manager in the other ear. Living the life, Animal. This is the dream, dude. You cannot complain. That is the dream. You're making games. You have a job. You're living in a tropical paradise. You have a wife. So no complaining, dude. No complaining, Animal. You got a wife. Yo, I received a Discord notification. Grimeshine said hello chat, and Grimeshine also posted some shit. People in the chat, in YouTube and Twitch. This is some really good shit I'm gonna show here in the chat. This is my friend Grimeshine's game. Let's check it out. Oh, Mr. GoGoDev also posted. Did you post a video, Mr. GoGoDev? This was yesterday, right? Oh, but it's not a video. It's an image, right? You could post a video, dude. Yeah, post it and send it over. Okay, this is Grimeshine's work, people. This is what this guy... Janimal, check this shit out, dude. You hadn't seen Grimeshine's game in quite a while, and this is his game now. Check it out, dude. This is Grimeshine's game. He just posted it on the Discord. Dude, like what the hell, right? Remember the game? This is it now. Grimeshine, the animation. Good shit, dude. I can see it changed. Check out the water and the buoyancy. Animal, can you see this shit, dude? Remember the game? It is a very different type of game now. The guy has been locked in. Check out the physics and everything. He's got weapons, he's got NPCs, he's got inventories. The guy has been locked in. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for sharing. I was waiting for this guy to share some shit on the Discord. I was missing his progress. So that was really, really cool to see. Mr. GoGoDev also posted. Hell yeah. Let's see your work, dude. So this is Mr. GoGoDev's work. Is it blurry at the beginning? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be... Okay, it's just the beginning, right? Yeah, so this is Mr. Gogodev's work. Yeah, you're working on dialogues, right? Hell yeah, dude. You told me this was Unity, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I am gonna send this video in the chat so people can also subscribe to your channel, dude. Thanks for sharing, dude. Oh, I like the dash effect. That's a nice touch, dude. I like the dash. What is happening in this video? Hell yeah. Good stuff, dude. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, dude. Love to see people's progress. Mr. Gogodev says it's a project you made that you lost in long. Yeah, you lost it a long time ago, this one, the project. Thanks for sharing, dude. That's cool. I am gonna subscribe. Yeah, keep posting, dude. Keep posting your stuff. Keep doing the streaming. Keep posting. You'll start to get traction. Oh, okay. What the hell was I doing here? Did I fix all of the issues? Yes. We are in loadout 0. Okay. Let's rename the data tables. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Gogodev, good stuff, dude. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Animal says in Discord, such progress, Grimeshine. Yeah, dude. Dude, it must blow Yanimal's mind. Because Yanimal saw your game last year, dude. Now seeing what the game has turned into, it's insane. It is insane. Okay, let me see. Did I name it correctly? Yeah. Okay. Now these ones are gonna be 1. Okay. Okay, we are good now with the names. Okay, master loadout. Okay, 0 0 0 0. Okay, this one should be. What is this? Oh no, that is correct. Yeah, let me check this one. Okay, the chat is right. Okay, we're gonna name that one 0 0 and this one 0 1. Mr. Gogodev says you were thinking of making a new channel. Why, dude? Why were you thinking of making a new channel? What is your reasoning behind it? There's sometimes good reasons, sometimes you don't need to make a new channel. From what I've heard from people that know about YouTube, if it is like shadow banned, like you got like copyright strikes, yeah, go for a new channel. Yeah, dude, this is your work. So this is what Mr. Gogodev posted right now on the Discord. Monster Juice official trailer teaser. It's a horror game. Dude, what is this? This Unity too? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I can see your 3D modeling. Because the channel you have has a mix of stuff. Or staff. There's like several people managing the channel. Or did you mean stuff? With a U. Is this Unity, dude? Or what is this? Good shit, dude. Thank you for sharing. Did you ever release a build of this game of Monster Juice? Or a demo? Okay, this is Okay, let me see this shit. So on begin play, it's gonna print. Yes, up to loadout number. Okay, this swaps it. Okay, I'm just gonna set it here right now. We're gonna set it to 0 first. That is correct. Hell yeah. What if I swap it to 1 now? No, that is not correct. Yeah, there I can see the bug. Mr. Google Dev says it's all Unity. Okay. You had to release another game called Light Balls. It's a maze horror game. It's so hard, but that you never even beat it your own self. Did you release Light Balls? Can you send the link? Send the link in the chat, dude. If you have a page on itch.io. Okay, so no, this is fuck. I'm so fucking stupid, dude. I am so fucking stupid. Or not. No, I am not stupid. Yeah. No, I thought I was wrong, but no, no. What I'm trying to do is correct. Let me try to set it here. Okay. Let me move all of this here. Mr. Google Dev, okay, this is your game. Lightball. All those games you made when you were a smaller dev, you had more games in the itch.io page. Let me check it out. So these are all Unity games, right? This is Mr. Gogodev in the chat. Previous game called Lightball, which is literally about the ball of light. Hell yeah, dude. You've been making projects, right, to learn. Yeah, to put your learning to work. I can see that. I can see you like the retro vibe of 3D graphics, dude. That's good. I want to see what you're working on right now, dude. Yeah, thanks for sharing, dude. So people in the chat, you can see the link to Mr. Gogodev's previous game. You can find it. And also, you can find more of their games. Let me see if you all buy. Yeah, you've got 3 games, right? Right now in itch.io. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Congratulations. You just keep doing it. This is the way of making games, dude. You make a lot of smaller projects until you turn all of that knowledge into a bigger project. Made the game when Little Company was a thing. What is that, dude? I don't know what that is. Main game instance. Yeah. Okay, this one. That won't loadout. Okay, we're gonna set this one to should be 1, which is the second one. So the card should not say 0 0, but it says fucking 0 0. So what the fuck? Okay. Let's see. Card collected. Pick up cards. Data table. Okay, no, I do not need this. I am not using this. I remember. It was here. Oh, Lethal Company. Yeah, Lethal Company. Yeah, I remember the Lethal Company. Yeah, so you made the game when that was a thing. Yeah, that makes sense, dude. You just gotta keep doing it, dude. That's the way to make games. If people knew how many failed projects I did in Unity, it's crazy, dude. I can't even remember how many times I failed doing shit in Unity that I did not finish. Okay. So then construct that card information. Okay, this creates the card. Will you be pickup card? Yeah. If you're watching, let me know in the chat if you're new here, if you're just lurking. We do not buy it in this channel, so let me know what you're working on. If you're a fellow developer, if you're a fellow gamer, let me know what you're playing, what you're working on. We were just checking out other people's work earlier. We just saw Mr. Gogodev, we just saw Grimeshine's work. Yeah, just share your stuff. The Discord is open for that. Also, do not forget to wishlist Spaceman Memories. You can find the link right now in the chat. Last message. That is the link. Just press the link, go to Steam, add it to your wishlist, support a solo game developer. Okay, WB pickup card, yeah. So where is this shit getting the data from? Master loadouts data table. Dude, why? It's not doing it. Yanimal says yes, making games and finishing them is the final boss. Yeah, it is the final boss, dude. Yeah, I would say I've never finished one. I've made a lot of projects that I have not finished. Yanimal says you're really trying to keep your imagination in check and keep your game simple so you can finish it. I don't know, dude. I think you may be cooked by this point, just like me. If you were meant to finish it quickly, you would have finished it already. And we are not finishing our games quickly, Animal. So I think you are cooked, just like me. We are meant to like take a long time. It is what it is, dude. It comes with the age. We are older, motherfuckers. So I don't know, dude. It takes more time for us, I would say. I can see these Gen Z developers making games in 2-3 months. I don't know how they're doing it, man. Yeah, but I definitely cannot do it. Even if I wanted to, dude, I don't have the stamina for that shit. Yeah, I cannot keep up with that type of development cycles of 3 months, 4 months. So I would say it's a young person kind of thing. We are old animals, so it is what it is, dude. We cannot get frustrated by it. Okay, people. What the fuck is up? It's not working. It's gonna be a stupid type of solution, I'm sure, as always. I'm thinking. Okay, let me close all of this stuff so we can organize our thoughts. The Animal says, yeah, no Game Jam champions here. Not even Game Jam, dude. I find game jams to be a crazy concept. I could not do a game jam. I have not done a game jam because I could not make a game in a week or a weekend, dude. I overthink way too much, and I'm way too much of a perfectionist to finish something so quickly, dude. I cannot. I could not. It's a fun concept that I cannot be part of. Yeah, it's just like a sport, like watching downhill cycling or climbing, mountain climbing. They look fun, but not for me. I could not do it. So game jams are a concept that I could not do because I don't even know how I could do it. It's like in 5 days make something that makes sense in my mind, because all my first ideas, I think they fucking suck. So I would just feel the ideas I got for a game jam or whichever thing I built for a game jam, I would feel it's not the best thing that I could do, and that would eat me from the inside. So it's a thing, it's an ego kind of thing, honestly. Yeah, it's a thing of ego, to put your ego aside and just release something that you know you could keep polishing it, but it's fine to release it into the world, right? So yeah, I gotta get rid of that ego, Janimal. But not even game jams, dude. I'm talking about 2 months type of games, 3 month type of game development cycles. These type of things are becoming famous, dude, on Steam, and they've even been successful, dude. And I'm like, shit, is this how things are now? Yeah, maybe we're just old, dude. Mr. Gogodev says, can I as a dev question in Blender? What do you mean, dude? How do you make more than one animation in Blender? I do not know, my dude, Mr. Gogodev. I do not know Blender. I've just made very, very basic stuff. So I would not know how to answer this question for you in Blender. Maybe someone in the chat could help you. Yanimal says, it would take me the whole weekend just to how to set up a new project. Exactly, dude. It would take me the whole weekend just setting up the project in Unreal. Yeah, dude. It's a different type of mindset, and I do not have it. For better or worse. Okay, people. What the hell is up here? WBP card. Let me open that. Is it not passing the right data, dude? It is passing the data. Or maybe not. Okay, let me see. Is it the node? Master loadouts. No. Okay, I can see maybe. No, it's the same thing. Yo, Mr. Gogodev, yeah, sorry, dude, that I cannot help you, but I am bad. Really bad. I suck at Blender. I do not know shit about the program. And it's the program that has felt the most difficult for me from all the software that I've used in my life. I've used Maya, dude. I've used Photoshop. I've used InDesign, CapCut, Final Cut Pro, Logic X, Logic Pro X, Unreal Engine, Unity, GameMaker, and Blender seems the most difficult one to me. So I just cannot get the hang of that program, dude. So I am definitely not the person to answer your question. Okay. No, that is the same node. When I break the struct, it gives me the same thing. Outro. Mr. Gugdev says same. I had the same problem. Yeah, dude. The animal says don't have the programming chops for that kind of turnaround. Yeah, dude. Okay. So what the hell? What the hell? Okay. Let me see. Load out one. But it's not fucking one, dude. Mr. Gooddev says you had that problem, but in most reviews you should try to confront your fears from Blender. I gotta do it, dude, at some point in my life. I don't think with this game. I've used Blender for a couple animations in this game, but very, very basic stuff. But I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, at some point. The animal says 3D modeling in general is a whole universe on its own. It is, dude. We are just making the shit that people make in studios in a divided way. Yeah, we're just making the job of 5 people, 10 people, dude. 10 different people. So it's just insane, the concept. Mr. Gogodev says, made some bad models, but you started getting good. Hell yeah, dude. It's just traction, dude. As with anything in life, you just gotta keep going and you'll start to get better. Okay. Okay, I am gonna remove this shit. Because it's confusing me, that print. Okay. Dude, this shit was working last week. I'm gonna have to revert a commit. Or maybe find some shit. Because I broke a lot of shit today. Livy Oaks, what's up? What are you trying to animate in Blender? Okay, Mr. Gogodev. Livy Oaks is asking you, what are you trying to animate in Blender? Are you animating armature for character, or are you using the NLA strips? What's up, Livy Oaks? It's been a while. How are you? The animal says, am I the only one watching on YouTube? You are not. You can see that Livy Oaks is also in YouTube. YouTube does have less reach, dude, for game development streams, it seems. The animal says your two-factor authentication text message for Twitch is not coming through. So do not use two-factor authentication SMS in underdeveloped countries. They never work. Set up an authenticator app. Dude, I remember that shit. When I had it set up on Twitch or in any other websites, I would never get the SMS. So then I swapped to an authenticator. Because you never get the messages. Those are just for the US. Mr. Gogodev says, if you look in the Discord, you're trying to animate a hand. It's kind of hard. The animal says, has anyone here ever tried that Kick streaming platform? I have. I have tried it. The backend is basically how it works, even how the categories of things are managed. It's basically Twitch, dude. But the reach for game development and software development streams is almost none. This is more for like gambling stuff, first person shooters, more engagement, more quick engagement type of things. So yeah, no one gets a lot of engagement on Twitch from making games. I've tried it. I've done multi-streaming to Kick, and I would never get messages in the chat from Kick, and I would get them from Twitch. So yeah, I've tried it. I don't think it works for software and game development. This is for other type of things. In real life, chatting, gambling, and other type of more active type of things like first person shooters or those kind of things. Fortnite, maybe Minecraft, more famous stuff. But for niche stuff, Kick doesn't seem to work. Why were you wondering about Kick, Janimal? Are you wanting to try to stream to Kick, to multi-streaming? Shit doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, it's not working at all. Yeah, this is totally broken. Not passing the right data. Livy Oak says, I'm not on Discord, but if you want to make a new animation, look into the NLA, non-linear animation strip. Click new on your timeline, then click the shield icon so you don't lose the animation. Mr. Gogodev, someone that knows about Blender is giving you a piece of advice here in the chat. Thank you, Livy Oaks. That's really cool, dude. Yalamal says, okay, so the dev plus SAMR community is primarily on Twitch. It is. It is. Yeah, it is, Yanimal. Yeah, Mr. Gogadev says, thanks. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks a lot, Livy Oaks. Yanimal says, I've been thinking about an occasional live stream. But yeah, just go with Twitch, dude. Yeah. Livy Oak says the NLA strip holds all of your animations. You can look into more yourself on YouTube. It's really hard to explain through text. I figure it would be hard to explain through text. This is a nice way of pointing the start of the way, Livy Oaks. So thanks a lot, dude, for the help. Okay, people. What the hell is up with this? This is one. What if I set one here? Okay, let me check out that. This should do something. That card should change. It's not changing, so the game is completely broken. Okay, yeah, it didn't change. So shit is completely broken right now. It didn't change at all. So it's not parsing the right data. Okay. Okay, let's see. What time is it? It's kind of late. It's getting kind of late. Not feeling it tonight. I am not solving shit tonight. There's days like this. Yesterday I was solving everything. Today I'm not solving shit. You just keep being crazy and keep going. Okay, so what the hell is happening here? Mr. Loaded that table. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm just that stupid. I am that fucking stupid. This wasn't even a bug. I'm just fucking stupid. I hadn't set up the right value on the data table. Yeah. Thanks for the good luck, chat. You gave me the good luck. Seeing me make stupid shit always gives me good luck. Having other people seeing me make bad decisions working in Unreal Engine always gives me a bit of good luck. That was the stupidest kind of thing that I could solve. When did I don't even know when I changed back that value. Because this was working 2 days ago. It just started not working tonight. Mr. GogoDev says makes sense. It does make sense to be stupid when other people are watching. Right? It does make a lot of sense to be stupid when other people are watching, dude. Okay, let's see. So now, can I get back to this zero? This will be card. Okay, this is the widget. Where's the blueprint? Okay, this one. Okay, let me see. If I set it, we're gonna set it to 0. Okay, we're not gonna pick up the card. Or maybe yeah. Mr. GogoDev says maybe because you're not locked in. It is definitely because I am not locked in, dude. But the funny thing is that a couple of these bugs I've been solving on these last few days, I could not solve them by myself. I could only solve them on the stream while other people are watching, which is crazy, dude. Because I am not locked in. My brain is not working as it should. And then I found the stupidest kind of solutions. And maybe it's because people are watching. The brain is it's a funny type of computer, dude. Yeah, it's definitely a piece of work, the human brain. The animal says, "I realized you made a stupid mistake 5 seconds after posting a video about it." Bro, that is the story of my life, dude. When I released the demo on NextFest in February, I uploaded 18 builds on the first day to Steam after releasing the demo. 18 times I updated the build while I was fixing shit. So 18 updates in 24 hours on the first day of the NextFest. So yeah, I was uploading the builds and 5 seconds later I would realize there was a mistake. So it wasn't even a video, it was a build that people were fucking playing. So it's even crazier. Okay, this is one. This is correct. Let's set it to 0 now. Now the card should change. No, it didn't. I thought this problem was solved on Unreal Engine. What the fuck, dude? Sets it to 0. The animal says sometimes having your brain distracting helps. Going for a walk and having a sink is the problem. Yeah, it does help, dude. Your brain not like being locked in on the problem specifically by itself, right? And just be wandering your mind, wondering. It must access some subconscious shit, dude. There must be some solution you are solving in your subconscious without understanding how or when you're doing it. But that's why sometimes that solutions just come to your mind while you're doing distracting shit like live streaming. Because it's been very weird, dude. That stuff that I couldn't figure out working by my own self, I would figure it out on the streams. You are right on what you're saying. Sometimes being distracted helps. Yeah, dude. It's like a black box, the human brain. Like you don't even know what the fuck it is it has inside. Okay. Okay. No, this is from the other data table. Why did it change, dude? It did change something here. This is 0, this is 0, 1. Okay, what if we set both to 0? Should get back to the shield, to the pink shield. There it is. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Animal says it's why I think having a whole day of not often not leaving the computer can actually be very unproductive. You are right, dude. Sometimes the solution to the problem is not being in the computer. That has happened to me a lot of times, dude. I just go and do some other random shit away from the computer and the solutions come to my mind. I have to write them because if not, I'll lose them. But that is... It's such an interesting thing that we forget constantly, dude. I forget about that constantly. I think that I'll solve every problem just trying to sit down and force myself to do the work. But sometimes you gotta get away from the computer to find the solution to it. It almost says you set timers just to walk away from whatever you're obsessing about. And as soon as your wife starts about her TV show... Which TV show? Yeah, oh my god, you got it. Yeah, dude. Has happened to me. Sometimes I just put one of those TV shows that I've already watched. Most commonly The Big Bang Theory. That is the TV show that I've watched like 15 times in my life. Or more. Maybe more, dude. I may have watched it more than 15 times. Maybe 20 times. So I just watch it just to disconnect my brain. I don't even I am not even processing the episode or the story or the dialogue anymore. It's just my turn my brain off TV show in the background, and solutions come to my mind while doing that. Interesting concept, right? Which TV show is the one your wife watches, Yanimal? Do you hate it? Is it for women? There are TV shows that are just for women and there are TV shows that are just for men. And we hate each other's TV shows. Yeah, that's just how it is. Okay. Yeah, this is loadout 1. Did I change? Okay, let me change this. The text on this one. Okay, Yanimal says all the Korean robot shows. What are the Korean robot shows? What is this? This is a new thing for me, dude. Tell me one example. You say robot because that's the range of emotion they. Okay, okay, I can see what you're saying now. I watched only one Korean show and I liked it. It was called Startup. It was in the pandemic. Fun show, dude. I liked it because it had a tech kind of vibe. It had programming themes, startup themes, entrepreneurship themes. But I have not watched any other Korean show. It's all in the twitching of an eye. But they work, dude. Korean shows do work. I do not connect with them either. Besides that specific one I told you, I've tried to watch other ones. I don't get them. It's not my thing. But they work, dude, and people love them. It is a global kind of thing now. Okay. Okay, we are on loadout 0, so the rifle should be 0-0. We will see if anything changed. But you see, Animal, the Korean shows help you, dude. They do help you to find the solutions to your Unreal Engine problems. So you should not be complaining about them. Okay, let's see which is the first card we're getting. Yeah, that is correct. This is 0-0. The Animal says they have great shows, stories, but seeing people have a confrontation and neither wants to express any emotion. It's how Koreans are, I suppose, dude, in real life. Maybe that's how their society acts. Maybe that's why they are not having kids. They don't show emotions. They do not express the emotions. It almost says, I think that if they were to watch a Latin American telenovela, their brains would melt. Yeah, because those are dramatic, right? Maybe their brains would definitely melt if the Korean people watched the Mexican telenovelas, the Colombian telenovelas. Those are crazy shit. The Mexican one especially. Animal says people getting angry when you cross them. Yeah. I mean, which telenovela do you know about, Animal? Which is the most famous one you remember? Okay. Let's see. Okay, did it swap to 0? No, it's swap. It keeps it on 0. Let me swap it to 1. Yamal says that would never happen in a Korean show. Let's plan Cold Revenge instead. Yeah, man. It's just the difference of cultures, dude. Maybe that's why Latinos have 5 kids each family and Koreans aren't having kids. It's the difference of emotions. Who knows, dude? It's just it's different cultures. It's crazy how cultures are so different, man. Okay. The shit sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. What? I'm wondering what the fuck. Okay. Let me see the game instance. What is the default value? It would be 0. Yeah, it should be 0 if I don't do anything. The animal says, okay, I read that one. Okay, no. But the thing is, you watch Korean TV, they are very expressive. Just not in the dramas, right? So it's just the actors not being expressive. But the TV shows, like reality TV shows, are crazy expressive. Who knows, dude? Every TV culture of each country is very peculiar in its own way, dude. Yeah, like I was saying, Mexican telenovelas are insane, dude. Have you watched any of those animal? There's this one called La Rosa de Guadalupe, dude. That shit is insane. You cannot imagine the racist type of shit that you're gonna see in that TV show. Just insane type of shit. Racist, classist. You've got everything there in the mix. Okay, the default is happening. Okay, let's try it again. So why doesn't it change when I pick up the fucking card? It doesn't change when I pick up the damn card. Animal, you told me you lived in Latin America, right? Colombia, I think, right? Yeah, you must have had your fair share of telenovelas at some point in your life. Okay, let's swap it. Should be one now. It works. It's just fucking broken when I use the other. This here. It's not updating the right card on the card hand. And also it's not swapping it. This should be one right now. Okay, let me see if it's the widget problem. But the loadout is getting changed in the game instance. This should be one. Let's wait and see if it's one. If it's zero, we are fucked. It is one. So it is a problem of the widget now. Okay, we identified the problem there. It is a problem of the widget, not of the... So it's this thing now. The animal says watching La Rosa de Guadalupe. Yeah, you remember that shit? That is an insane TV show, dude. It has just fried all of our brain in Latin America. I can include myself. Dude, it's a crazy TV show, dude. Which is crazy because it's supposed to be about miracles from Virgin Mary. But it just turns out to be about a lot of racist, classist shit in different type of presentations. Okay, try this shit again. Damn, dude. Maybe let's see. Let me see. Another delay. Maybe it's doing it too quickly and keeps the default value. Animal says switch audio track to Spanish. Let's go. No, we're not switching to Spanish, dude. We are not in this TV channel. Did you see that I did some Spanish content a couple months ago? I did this show on YouTube called Honduran Indie Game Showcase. Did you see that video, Janimal? It was full in Spanish. Like an hour of me speaking in Spanish. That shit didn't have any reach, dude. Yeah. I think it had less than 100 views. Then I just hated it because it didn't matter. Okay. This is 0. What is the pickup card? No. The delete shit. It's not changing it. Yeah, so I've tried to make Spanish content, Animal, and it never has the engagement. It's not like I'm famous in English, but I've definitely had gotten more progress doing content in English than in Spanish. I tried TikTok for a while in Spanish. Didn't work, dude. So I'm just not gonna do it in Spanish. Animal says I was just watching a glimpse of La Rosa. Which episode? Which insane episode of the Rosa de Guadalupe are you watching? Okay. Is it waiting the full second? Okay. Animal says, you don't think so? You don't think so? What? You don't think you're watching it? Or which episode? Or that's the name of the episode? You don't think so? Let's stop watching that. It's gonna melt your brain. You need your brain for a real engine. Stop watching stupid TV shows from Latin America. That show shouldn't have turned out to be so stupid, but it did turn out to be very stupid. Animal says TikTok is such a weird channel. I was never able to make progress on TikTok, neither in English or in Spanish. So I just closed the account. I tried all sorts of things and nothing worked. Nothing clicked. I am not the person for TikTok. Maybe I'm too old for it, so I do not get how to get engagement in it. Dude, it's setting it to fucking 1. Why doesn't it do it? It almost says so. The one where someone is trying to go on with the... See, dude. Yeah, that's enough internet for you today. Yeah, animal. Enough fucking internet and Latin American telenovelas for you, dude. Exactly, dude. They just try to find the stupidest topics like racism, classism, this type of shit you just mentioned in the chat. I'm not even gonna say it out loud because I don't want to get banned on Twitch. What the hell is up with La Rosa de Guadalupe, dude? Fuck that TV show. Okay. Dude, I can see the fucking thing saying 1, but it shows 0. I can see this saying it doesn't pass the value of 1. Oh, same problem again? I'm fucking stupid, dude. Okay. Did we fix it? I think we did fix it. I cannot believe these are the stupidest fucking solutions, dude. I never changed those values. Maybe it was in the change of names that some shit happened. Okay. That is fucking correct, Unreal Engine. It's good, dude. I always end up solving shit at the end of the stream. Okay, 0 0. That is correct. Let's swap this to 1. And now it should change the card. There it fucking is. Hell yeah. Thank you, people. You always giving me the good luck. Janimal, it was you looking at stupid stuff in the internet that gave me good luck to solve the issue. Hell yeah, dude. You gave me the good luck. Thank you, Janimal. Let's see. This should be 1, not 0 0. Yes, it fucking is. Let's fucking go, people. It is solved. The problem is solved. Okay, let's try it again. Let's do not pick up the card. I knew it. The animal says opening Unreal. I get so annoyed with that block of text when you hover over anything. Slate enable tooltips or in the UE terminal. Gone. Okay, which one is it? Oh, you mean this one? That block of text? That's the one you hate? I mean, I do not hate it. And I do use it sometimes. Yeah, because I can see the folder, right? But besides that, yeah, I could live without it. But you'd hate this one? Dude, you're finding the most simple kind of things to hate, Yanimal. The engine is good, dude. Stop hating it. Poor thing. A lot of people hate it. It gets a lot of undeserved hate. Yeah. Poor Unreal Engine 5. I know that there's a lot of optimization shit and everything, but also it's not as bad as a lot of people have made it look. They just get on the hate bandwagon just to be part of the tribe, to be part of the mob. Okay, what the fuck is it 1? I did not pick up the card. What the fuck is it 1? Or did I pick up the card? The animal says yes, that block. Don't hate it, dude. The engine is getting enough hate already in the internet, dude. You don't need to hate it also. Slate enable tooltips 1 and it comes back on. I have never thought about disabling it because I do use it from time to time. Like seeing a couple info there on that block of text. What the fuck, dude? Why is it 0? Why is it 1? Why is it 1? Oh shit, it crashed. Unreal Engine crashed. It crashed on me. I don't even know when was the last time I saved. It was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago, maybe. Yeah, it's frozen. I think that'll be enough for the night, because I'm not solving shit right now. So this was a fun conversations night. It was not a fun development night. Okay, we are back. It unfroze itself. Okay, let's keep going for a couple more minutes. That was weird. Never happens. Okay. This is 00. Okay, let me open 1. Why is this here? All far away. Yamal says, I've been getting some questions on why not use Godot for your game. I mean, you will always get that question, dude. Why not use Godot or Game Maker Studio or Unity for a 2D game, right? And it just comes to a thing of taste, dude. Even if it's less practical, if you like the coding system of Unreal, so just go with Unreal, dude. It makes more sense, right? If you were just beginning to make the project, just decide on a more natural 2D game engine. But if you're just into the project now for a while, just stay on the one you're working on, the one that you feel comfortable. Don't be insane like me and change engines mid-development. Even if it was a good decision, it was a crazy one, dude. I would not recommend it to anyone because you're gonna lose a lot of time. Just focus on finishing the game on whichever engine you're using, the tool that you feel comfortable. And you will always receive those questions, dude. Because it's not natural, right? And people also, dude, Godot is the shit. It's a really good engine. But a lot of people think that it's the solution to everything, and it's not, dude. Some people just don't like it. It doesn't click with them. And yeah, I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say because I know that people are gonna keep asking you that question for your game, and I would never ask that question to anyone, dude. Like, why aren't you using this engine? Why aren't you using this tool? Like, dude, just let people be. If they like what they're using, they like what they're building with, let them be, dude. I've been using Unreal Engine for a while now, and I never go and ask someone, why the fuck aren't you using Unreal Engine? Our friend Joey Toro started using Godot, and I was happy for him. Not once I thought, why is Joey now using Godot? He should have kept using Unreal. Dude, just use whichever thing you're comfortable with. Yamal says, exactly, people are thinking about optimization. Yes, dude. Godot runs better. It is a lightweight engine and everything, but if it doesn't click with you, dude, the development process, the pipeline, the optimization things it has, being more lightweight, are not gonna save you time, dude. Blueprints click on your mind, and blueprints do click on my mind. It's just better to use this one, even if it has performance issues, because it's gonna make me closer to finishing a game. It's more important about finishing a game than thinking about performance that you're not gonna have to worry, dude, if you're not making Elden Ring. Like, if you don't push Unreal to crazy shit, to do crazy shit, crazy lighting, crazy materials, hyper realistic type of shit, you'll be fine in many ways, dude. It's not gonna be perfect, right? You're not gonna be hitting 120 frames per second on the Steam Deck, but it's not like the game is gonna be broken and it's gonna be running at 5 frames per second like a lot of people think. My game is running just fine on the Steam Deck, and I am not a professional using Unreal Engine that has like crazy specialized professional knowledge about optimization, and it's running well on the Steam Deck. I totally get, dude, a lot of people using Godot. I do not get a lot of people asking other people why they are not using Godot. Like, just let people be, dude. Godot is gonna eat the market, dude. I think it's gonna eat Unity's breakfast. Unreal Engine is not even a competition to Godot. It's just a different kind of thing. It's never gonna have the market reach of Godot Unreal Engine, because it's not an engine that is lightweight that you can run on any computer. It's not for the masses. I think Godot is the engine for the masses, and it's the one that will win the race. It's gonna hit the market. It doesn't mean that everyone is gonna have to be using it. So that's what I'm saying, right? Animal says, I'm thinking about one app engine with everything. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't think we should live in a world where there's just one thing for everything, because then we end up like 2010 with Photoshop. It was the only software to do that type of shit, and it's just better to have different type of options, dude. What I dislike about any engine is anyone trying to evangelize other people about why they are not using that specific engine. I have never, dude, not once, tried to convince anyone of using Unreal just because I am using Unreal. Because it's a mindset thing. It's not even about optimization. Sometimes the systems of a certain engine work with your mindset. Blueprints work with my mindset. I would definitely not be able to finish this game with GD script, and it would have taken me a long time to finish it with C# in Unity. So I wouldn't question other people's choices of engine, dude. And it's such a touchy subject in the internet, people evangelizing other people. Okay, let me see. Yaml says, last I checked though, publishing Godot game on consoles runs into a lot of complications. I wouldn't worry about consoles, even with Unreal Engine or Godot or Unity, because consoles are a pain in the ass. I myself applied to publish in Xbox, and it's a mess, dude. Publishing in consoles, it's a fucking mess. If you're not a studio, don't even do it. It's just a pain in the ass. So even I would not decide on not using Godot just because Godot is problematic with consoles. Because it is problematic with consoles. But you should just worry about that if you're a studio. If you're a solo dev, just go with whichever one feels comfortable to program with. Do not go with that one because it would be easier or not easier or more difficult to publish in consoles. Unreal Engine is easier to publish in consoles, but it is still a pain in the ass, dude. I went through the process. I will not be able to release in Xbox even if I went through the process and got approved. I built the engine from source. I have the modules to export it for Xbox, but I don't have a dev kit. So it's not helpful just because Unreal Engine is easier to publish in consoles, because the whole process is a pain in the ass. So I would not discard Godot for someone starting just because it would be harder to publish in consoles. It's hard to publish in consoles in any engine. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me see. Let's see if we are in 0 right now. In loadout 0. Let's test that shit. Have I already looked into it? Dude, I got approved to publish in Xbox. I built the engine from source. I can export builds for Xbox. It's all working. The project, I had to do a whole lot of shit. I had to go through the process of getting it approved with Microsoft and everything. But I don't even have a dev kit. So I did all of that for nothing. So even if it's possible to publish in consoles with Unreal Engine, that doesn't mean that it's gonna happen, dude. Because you would have to have other type of shit like dev kits and have access to other things. And just getting that certification is a pain in the ass, dude, it seems. They just look for a lot of bugs that Steam doesn't care about. But they do care about in consoles, so... yeah, dude. If I'm just started making games, I would not worry about consoles. I would let that be a worry for studios or solo developers that are in their second or third game. First game, don't think about consoles, dude. It's a pain in the ass. It's just gonna add a lot of work. Okay. This is right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, dude, it's sad because I was excited on releasing the game in Xbox, but I cannot release it because I do not have a developer kit. Yeah, it seems like they don't have hardware available right now. So even if I have the access to the source and everything in the modules, I cannot publish. Okay, let me open up level dev. Does this do anything? Yeah, dude, I am glad that I did not announce a release for Xbox, because it is not in the horizon for me. Even if I can develop for Xbox. I would have felt stupid like publishing on Twitter or YouTube Spaceman Memories is now coming to Xbox when it's definitely not. Why the fuck is it changing to loadout 1, dude? Why does it change to loadout 1 when we're coming from the... Yeah, I never pressed L. At no point whatsoever I am picking up the card. So why is it changing? Ah, I am fucking stupid. I think this is a save game issue, not an issue. It's not a bug, it's a feature. I am saving that value, I think, the loadout value, and it's getting loaded here. Yeah, this is from a previous save. I am stupid. So when it comes on the save game, yeah, this is a save game type of shit. Yeah, I have to look into this by myself later. Yanamal says, I think you can turn an actual Xbox into a dev kit. Now remember, that's how some people trick the Xbox to allow emulators to run. You can, dude. But even so, getting a console in your hands in this time and age, it's expensive, dude. So I am not gonna pay 800 fucking bucks for an Xbox, then the whole development process being a headache. I know you can turn a regular console into developer mode. It does have its limitations, it seems. I have done the research. There are certain things that you will not be able to be sure that it's gonna work when you send the game to certification. Yeah, so there are certain things that are exclusive to the dev kit. But even getting an Xbox right now into your hands, it's difficult, dude. It's not cheap. Yeah, fucking stupid, dude. I am fucking stupid. I know what's happening. You'll see. It's loading the volume from the save game when it's doing the load. Yeah, you'll see right now. This is... Yeah, so that is not a bug. That is a feature I have to change. Yeah, when it loads that save game, it should not load. No, it should load that value. That is correct. Yeah, okay. I am gonna save here. And we are on loadout 0. Then I'm gonna die. Okay, let me go to that level. Only Hans, what's up? What's up, dude? What are you up to? What did you have for dinner? Animal says, man, prices are insane. Everything is just insane, dude. Yo! X-Pro and Place. What's up? X-Pro and Place says on Twitch. Oh, cool. Your game looks kind of like Paper Mario or Pokemon. Both. Both, dude. You're making a Paper Mario meets Breath of the Wild game? Dude, send the link. Do you have a link to itch.io, Steam, or devlogs on anywhere, Twitter, Blue Sky? That sounds like my vibe. I want to see what you're working on. Thank you, dude, for your kind words towards my game. You are not wrong on seeing the influences of my game, Spaceman Memories. Both are true. Yeah, both Paper Mario and both Pokemon are influences for this game. So you'll see now that the loadout is correct. This was not a bug. It's just me losing track of the save system and when it was loading values. Okay, now it's loadout 1. Gentleman says, hi, Propaganda Place. Oh, Propanda Place. Propanda Place. Propaganda Place says, yo, thanks for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Yo, thanks, dude. Good vibes. Yeah, you use AI, though you're not sure if that is okay in this community. It's on itch.io, though, dude. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, thank you. Love Paper Mario and Pokemon. It looks dope, like my style. Thank you, dude. Yeah, both have been an influence. Paper Mario, not at the beginning of the process, but afterwards. Pokemon from the beginning of the process, dude. If you want to share your stuff, it's fine, dude. It's fine. Yeah, I am not for or against. I am not gonna judge you. Anyone, everyone knows what they want to use. It's your personal decision, dude. It's fine. Only Hans says, hi, Animal. X-Pro Panda Play says, just making sure that I can link here in the chat. Both are good. Both Discord and both Twitch chat. If it's quicker for you, just send it here in the chat. Okay, there it is. Let's check it out. Which engine is this, dude? Or which model are you using for this? Yeah, I can see this. So what are you using AI for? For the assets, for the code? And which model is it? ChatGPT Codex. For everything, both assets and code? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Were you a developer previously, a programmer, or did you went vibe coding and giving your ideas to Codex while building it? Oh, it's a web game. Oh, you can play this on the web? So is this JavaScript? Oh no, this is not JavaScript. Oh, or maybe it is, right? Which framework is this? Just a hobby. It's just you just have fun with vibe coding. Yeah, I get it, dude. If you don't have the background and you just do it for fun, yeah. So what is this, dude? Like I mean, like which framework are you using? Can I move? So the 3D models too, is this codex? Not sure, just having fun. I think it might be JavaScript. There's this framework, this library, this JavaScript library in 3D, I think. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's just for fun, right? Yeah, just for testing and learning purposes. Do you ever want to build this type of game in an engine yourself? Yeah, that's just the tutorials. 3D models is codex too. I didn't know codex could do 3D modeling, dude. That is insane. That is insane. Expro Panda Play says you got partners set up, open world bosses. Dude, you should try to implement the idea on an engine at some point. Yeah, you would have to. You could maybe vibe code some stuff, some other stuff. You would have to learn the ins and outs of the engine, right? Yeah, but it looks it's crazy, dude. I didn't know codex could just make 3D models by itself. If you jump off the Sky Island, there's more. Okay, you can run also. Oh, here. Yeah. So how do I jump to the Sky Island? Oh, like this? Oh, there's a glider. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, right? Yeah, I can see what you're saying. What is the framework, dude? I know there's a framework. There's a library for 3D shit on the web. I forgot the name. Let me Google it, so I can remind myself. What's the framework? Okay, let's see. It's the famous one, dude. Everyone's using. No, it's not. 3JS. Yeah, 3JS. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I think that's the one you're using, right, dude? 3JS. Yeah, I think that's the one. Oh, you're in an ad now. Yeah. Gentleman says off to a great start. Yeah, dude. You should bring this idea to an engine. If you don't know how to code, you can learn how to do it, dude. You could definitely, because you've got clear ideas on what you want to make, so you should try to code it and bring it into reality. I know it's hard, dude. It sounds very overwhelming, right, to learn an engine. And I'm not telling you because it is vibe coded. It's just that understanding the ins and outs, the ropes of the engine, of the tool, will make it so much easier to implement things. Because I don't think we are in the point where we can prompt full games in Unreal Engine or Godot. And even if you could, it's just better to understand what's happening in the backend, right? In the underlying code. How long have you been working on this one, X-Pro Panda Plays? Okay. Deals. Okay. No, the bug is not that thing that I thought the bug was. Yo, Only Hands, did you go? What did you have for dinner, dude? About a week, 7 days. That's crazy, dude. I think that is 3JS. That is the framework. That's the library. What's your background, by the way? Is your background artistic? Are you an artist? Because you told me you weren't a programmer, right? That wasn't your profession. Okay, let's see. Where? Let's slow down. It fucking changed to 1. Why the fuck did it change to 1? It was 0, and I saw it changing in real time to 1. Do I have a debug that is changing stuff to 1? Oh my god, what the hell, dude? I saw it. I saw it changing to 1 in real time. What the hell? Okay, let me try another one. Okay, let's see. X-Pro up on the play says 3. Yes, it definitely uses that. Yeah, that's the big one. That's the one I've heard people are using for those 3D games on the web. You're just a hobbyist. You did just to make art, draw, write novels, all as a hobby. You have no job. You're disabled. You just keep having fun, dude. You just keep having fun. And I would say try to find your style, dude. I think one of the issues with vibe-coded games is that they don't have a consistent style, right? In graphics, like the world, the 3D world, and the 2D assets and the UI is inconsistent. So try to find consistency, dude, on that, so the game looks more... What is the word? I lost the term right now. I forgot the fucking term in English, dude. I am not a native English speaker and I forget words. Yeah, so yeah, just try to tailor a consistent style, dude, for the experience. I forgot the word, dude. I'm sorry. Oh, dude, what about the music? I'm listening to the music in the background. Where is the music also codecs? Can codecs make music at this point? That would be insane, and I would not be surprised. Okay, so you did this one in 7 days, right? How long ago have you been trying to make stuff? Gramson says you can do a lot in Unreal Engine with codecs too. Yeah, X-Pro Panda Place. We are at the point that you can do a lot. You cannot make the full games and shit, but you can connect it to a regular engine. Music was Suno. I know Suno. I know what Suno is. Yeah, I know it's AI. Dude, so you just gotta find your own voice with the tools you're using. Francis says not really the asset generation, but there's always Meshy. Yeah, I've never really used it either. Yeah, but you can definitely make full games in it. Yeah, I have not used Meshy. I know what Meshy is. It's like Suno but for 3D assets, right? X-Pro Panda Place says you started vibe coding in January of this year. On and off, only started using codecs $100 a month plan 2 weeks ago. And how are you feeling it? Do you think it's tailored for your needs, the $100 a month plan, or is it like too much and you could have been working with the plus plan, the regular one? Okay, you're loving it so far. Yellow says once you have the game playing how you like, you can look into putting in your own consistent art, animation. Yeah, exactly, dude. What vibe coding is lacking at this point is consistency. It's just loses itself on different kind of dots connecting. Extra Panda Play says 100 a month suits your needs. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So just keep using that plan. They keep resetting the... I always see on Twitter that they keep resetting the... What's the term, dude? The limits. Yeah, just the limits. Like every week, because they're in constant competition with Anthropic and Claude. So just take advantage of that shit. Have fun with it. Yeah, it just seems like you're having a lot of fun with it, dude. Just keep having fun with it. Gramsci says, Nerdy, you should look at the RoboWild thread on the EDC Discord. He posted some insane screenshots, 100 made in codecs. Even made his own website. He can browse for the game's documentation. Shit's better organized than my handmade game. Shit, dude, let me check out that. Yeah, we were just checking out RoboWild like 2 weeks ago, I think. Extra Panda Play says, yeah, they keep resetting the limit. You never used the total limit so far. You got to 2% on your first week, but never 0%. Yeah, 2% is low, so you can keep pushing it, right? Okay, let me see. It loads the game. Let's see. Let me... Because I saw it was changing the loadout, dude, in real fucking time. Keyboard debug. Let's see. We're gonna set K. Letter K. Where's letter K, dude? Okay, maybe let's try letter O. Okay, maybe letter O. I hope I don't have O mapped to anything else. I keep mapping. I have a lot of debug keys mapped to a lot of shit. You forget about those because they are not a problem. On an exported build. Okay, Grimeshine, let me check out what you said, dude. Let me see. RoboWild. 5 hours ago. Okay, you told me about the screenshots, right? Let me see. I'm insane screenshots today. Okay. So this is RoboWild from a fellow developer of a community Grimeshine and I are part of. So these are the current screenshots that Grimeshine told me. Yeah, dude, it is looking insane. So the funny thing about this game, what you're seeing here, Xpro Panda Place, if you're still there, is that this guy connected. He set up codecs to work with Unreal Engine. So he prompts the model to do the shit that you're seeing on the engine. So you could take advantage of those kind of tools, dude. It only works with newer versions of Unreal Engine, but if you're just starting, just use the newest version, right? Yeah, these are some insane screenshots, dude. Janimal says bug squashed. You squashed the bug, dude? Right now? Xpro Panda Play says, wait, what? Grimeshine, do you know the 3D models? Are they made in Meshy? I don't know. But the coding is with codecs, dude. He connected Unreal Engine to codecs and he prompts the engine to build stuff. The engine can build the blueprints. Animal says you created a new bug for yourself the other day with the text displayed on screen being cut off because it's already in use and you fixed it. Oh, okay, dude. Hell yeah. I am not squashing bugs tonight. I can totally tell you that. Xpro Panda Play says, oh, love. Yeah, dude. You could definitely try. Oh, it's meshy. Grimeshin says it's meshy. So you could try that, Xpro Panda Place. Yeah, it could work for your having fun spirit. And you could make some more complex yet in an engine, not be limited. Or maybe you like web games, right? I am not. Yeah. I am not saying that web games are less or more than games made inside an engine. I mean that I suppose an engine can give you more freedom of creativity and ideas. Because 3JS it's cool, I think, but it's definitely not as mature as Godot, Unreal, or Unity. The Animal says that's incredible. Plug in the LLM into Unreal Engine. It's crazy, dude. I have never tried it. I'm using a too old version of Unreal Engine to do some shit like that. But it's crazy. These are crazy times we're living in. Epic Games wants us to make games only with prompting with Unreal Engine 6. I think they are wrong. I think it can be a tool. I don't think it can be the whole process, dude. Especially because LLMs get lost, dude. They get lost in their own context. they can solve a bug and then add another one, and then they forgot about their own fucking code and what the fuck they were doing. So not knowing about the ins and outs of the specific things that are inside the code can be problematic, dude, if you don't know what the hell is happening. So it can be a tool. I don't think it should be the whole process like what Epic thinks it's gonna happen in the future, but who knows, I may be mistaken. Animal says, you complaining about something being said to one and it reminded me. Grimeshane says he has it just work in C++. Oh, so RoboWild is just C++. Snow blueprints. Grimeshane says you have an integration that has access to all your blueprints and everything, and then you can ask it questions. Yeah, I've seen this at work about it and have it help you out, plan systems, or even documentation. Exactly. It's like an added ability, right? It's not the full process. And I know Grimeshine likes to know the specific nodes and the systems he's working with. He would not like to obfuscate and make that abstract and not know what's happening, because he likes to know the ins and outs of his coding, just like me, dude. So that's where I think companies like Epic are mistaken in their vision, that thinking that everything could be and will be prompted in the future. Yeah, because I don't want to learn verse and shit. I don't think a lot of people are gonna learn verse, and they know that. They know that a lot of people don't want to learn verse. They want to keep using blueprints, but they just assume people will prefer to just prompting, not learn verse, because they're just prompting. That's where I think their philosophy is mistaken. So yeah, Extra Panda Place, maybe you could try it one of these days, dude, with an engine. Okay, loadout 1, it fucking changes to 1. When and why the fuck does it change to 1? Okay, it crashed. Now it crashed. Yeah, I think that is the cue to go to sleep now. Yeah, we didn't solve it tonight. Maybe we'll try it tomorrow. This was a lot of fun today, being frustrated because the talks in the chat were fun. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for everyone new in the community. Do not forget, I will leave you the link in the chat to wishlist my game, Spaceman Memories. Don't forget, people, send it to your friends also. Expert Panda Play says, good stream. Thank you, dude. Thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. This is my game, what you were seeing there on the screen. That is Spaceman Memories. You can add it to your wishlist already on Steam. Good night, Grimeshane. We'll keep talking, dude. Wishlist, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So this was a lot of fun, frustrating, but fun, because I didn't solve shit. Only Hans, sending the love to you, both in Grimeshane. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, wishlist and play the demos, Grimeshane is saying. Anyone watching both on YouTube and Twitch. We're almost at 250 followers on Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube, come over to Twitch. I think it's cooler, not gonna lie. So come over, hit me up with the follow and hit me up with the wish list, and I'll see you when I see you. Hope it is soon, hope it is tomorrow, and we can solve these stupid ass bugs I was dealing with tonight. Have a good rest of your night or day wherever you are, people. This was fun. The talks were fun. The Unreal Engine shit was not fun. Like, fuck that bug. I'll figure it out sooner than later. Thank you, Yanimal. It was good talking to you, my dude. Have a good rest of your day, Yanimal. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.